Morning, girls. How we doing? Welcome back to Chantal. This is her eating sub stop for lunch and where it all began. Video. When I first started this, I was like, "Is this seriously where we started? Is this her already halfway through eating this fucking sub?" But this is the weird thing she's done on a few videos recently, where she's doing like, "Yeah, here's the hint of what comes later on in this video," because I think she must realize, probably because, like, well, okay, not sure how many of you guys do YouTube, but when you do YouTube, it tells you what the average length of, like, a viewer watches for your video. So for, like, a lot of her mukbang videos, she probably realizes that people watch a very small amount of her video because they don't really care. Because a lot of her videos start like this, because I've joked about it a lot, where it'll start off with her doing, like, "Hi, guys," and just like her general introduction shit. Then she'll talk about what the food is, and then she'll very slowly drip feed out whatever story she's going for in, like, the most, like, I didn't plan ahead, I didn't think of what I wanted to say. She'll start talking and be like, "This is a really nice crisp. Crisps. I had a crisp. I remember there was a guy, a crisp man, I call him, who was he worked with me, and he ate crisps. So yeah, those are like half her stories. Like, I generally don't show you guys that because it's really fucking boring, but it's very clear she just starts these because she just wants to eat on camera because it's like fetish material. And then she just gets to a point where she's like, well, I need to say something. I need to be telling a story to make people try and watch this for like 24 minutes, you know. But there's nothing. She never has anything because she doesn't plan ahead. She doesn't script a fake story in her head before she goes into it. It's like when she did this random dream about her not having a hijab on in public. And it was like, it took her like 8 minutes to tell a story, which is pretty much, I had a dream where I didn't have a hijab on, and I went around looking for a hijab, and then I found somewhere that sold hijabs, and I have lots of money because I'm super rich. That's it. But it took her 8 minutes to tell that story when there's nothing to the story. It's something you could have said in under a minute. No problem. So now she's doing this, like, oh, keep watching later on to see me do this. And I will just play you this bit in full without commenting on it.
I feel like it's impossible to overcome. I feel like defeated.
Oh. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to include any audio, but I thought, why not? I just might as well. So, like, this is why. All the videos start like, "Hey guys!" Because the overly happy introduction, because I guess she realized YouTube videos, you generally have to have like a high energy opening, even though we're like 42 seconds into this, because she has to have that shitty opening song and then her cameo thing for like 30 seconds at the start of every fucking video. Like, at this point, no one's saying going, "Oh, cameo, I didn't realize you did one, I might as well do." At this point, it's just get into the fucking video. But Amelia, you know, now we're nearly at her first ad break. We're halfway through her first ad break already. Yeah, it's just such clickbait, especially because she has on, like, the thumbnail that she says, like, "I'm not trolling, I'm struggling." But that clickbait thing at the start is so obviously trolling. It's like, guys, I feel like I'm being defeated, and I just can't overcome this. Well, just immediately deep throats her fucking sub. Like, it's comedic timing. Like, if I saw that in the Naked Gun series, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's a perfectly timed joke. That was a perfectly timed joke. It's like, oh, you're trolling. It's obvious.
Hi, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video.
Hi.
So today I have something that will make you judge me hardcore.
Well, I think we just judge you in general.
But before you do,
I'm already judging.
I have a lot of stuff to share with you guys.
I don't care.
I have cat hair all over my face.
I was pretending to like my cat. Though I wasn't abusing it this time, guys. Do you believe me yet? Guy, do you believe me yet that I wasn't abusing my cat? I'm gonna fucking keep bringing it up until you stop fucking talking about it. Jesus Christ. Like, okay, let's all pretend this is real. Let's all pretend this is real and this is not her trolling for attention and everything like that. So, imagine this is a real story. She actually has uber diabetes. She's about to die, everything like that. No matter what she's about to say here would not justify her eating these two subs. That just wouldn't. Like, unless it is like, well, Salah's been kidnapped, and they're holding him at gunpoint, and they say, if I don't make a video where I eat two subs, they will kill him. Then maybe you could justify. Apart from that, I don't really know if you could justify eating two people's worth of food when you're diabetic, and this is like the worst thing you could eat on diabetic. On diabetic? I'm going to go with on diabetic.
Kissing my cat to death, and it's all over me
Yeah,
now.
sure, I believe you.
So,
I gotta get Chris too.
what I'm going to have today, what I'm eating right now is
I literally see it.
Substock.
Yep, I can see.
And 6-inch sub of different kind.
No,
with some
a foot long, I think.
I'm going to start with one sub.
You're gonna start with one sub? Really? You're not gonna eat both at once? I'm surprised. I would love if she just double fisted them. I would just love if she just double fisted. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna just start. I'm not taking the piss at all. Just fucking double fisting them in here. Let's go. Keep my spare sandwich. It's my backup sandwich.
Some pomegranate juice.
Oh.
So I know you're thinking,
Pomegranate juice, well known for not having lots of sugar in it.
Foodie Beauty, you have high blood sugars. What are you doing?
I don't care,
You're
bro.
eating bad things for you. So.
Bro, honest to God, you could eat 16 footlongs right now. I wouldn't give two thundering fucks. You could come out, you could show me a blood reading of 5,000. I'd be like, okay, bro, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
What I've discovered is, and what I want to share with you.
That you're really fat?
I don't want to share just the good times, bismillah.
Uh-huh.
With you.
I don't want to show like, the fucking, her fingers in the olives were 3/4 into her mouth when she remembered she had to do her little fucking, like, scripted thing. That's so fun. Could you not have done a jump cut? Because you forgot this thing, you're a super devout Muslim, you forgot your fucking bismillah, or whatever the fuck it is before you said it. So I was like, oh shit, like, she's swallowing her fist while trying to scream it around. That's so funny. Oh my god.
I want to share when I'm struggling also.
Incredible. All you do is struggle.
Really, I'm struggling, getting...
It's your entire existence is struggling. You're like 450 pounds, bro. I don't look at you and go like, you know what, this is a woman who doesn't struggle.
...of food that's been comforting me for years.
Oh no.
So
get therapy, bro. So let me get into that. I thought you meant get into the story. I didn't think you meant get into the sandwich because you've literally crawled inside the sandwich. Look at this fucking bitch. This is what I say. This is what I say when it's this, like, imagine this was real. And this is this woman actually trying to, like, get sympathy for this. This is the image at the start of her fucking story about who I'm such a victim, I'm struggling so hard right now. Is her seriously double fisting a fucking Subway into her fucking mouth. I'm not gonna make you see what happened after that bite. It was something. This is just feeder. It's feeder shit. It's so blatant feeder shit that it's like, why are we doing this weird storyline about diabetes and you pretending that you're fixing your life and all? Why are we doing any of this shit when it's just such an obvious feeder video?
It turns out
that you're really fat.
Having any kind of
lack of willpower. Lack of willpower.
Be enough sometimes to
lack of willpower.
Keep me from
lack of willpower.
Things.
Yes, like lack of willpower, narcissism, impulsivity, all that kind of stuff. It's a you problem. It's all a massive you problem. Like maybe, I don't know if you had got professional help at any point during your entire existence. Maybe if you actually tried working on yourself at any point during your entire existence instead of literally monetizing it. This is why I would never feel sorry for her or anyone like her, because it's a you problem. It's not an anyone else problem. This is a no one else in the world problem, but a you problem, because only you can fix this. No magic pill will stop you eating like shit. It is a you problem entirely, and you just choose not to do it, and you also monetize it. Boogie does it. Boogie's monetized his fatness for 16 years on YouTube. It's the only reason people know him, because he monetizes fatness. Amberlynn, people only know her because she monetized her fatness. Foodie Beauty, only people know about her because she monetized her fatness. When it gets to the point where you're starting to get hit by like health issues to do with it, and you're like, oh god, I have health. I was like, all right, bro. Like, I'm sorry, you played with the bull and you got the horns. Like, that's kind of a you problem. It's not a me. I don't have to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you if you did it to yourself. I feel like I shouldn't. I didn't even need to pause. She just talks so little.
I'm going to the doctor after.
Sure you are.
I need to get on medication. You know.
Literally 2 vlogs ago, she was like totally opposed to medication. I'm going to the doctor. This is like 3 vlogs ago at this point. She said she was going to the fucking doctor, and she'd update us. And now she's like, I'm going to the doctor soon. Like, I realized there's another video already that she has actually gone to the doctor, because she showed herself sitting like a big old fucking beanbag in the doctor's office, I assume. So I guess she has finally gone to the doctor. But when you're like saying, oh, I'm going tomorrow, I'm going soon, and then it's taking you all this time to finally go, I'm not going to believe that you're actually going to take it seriously. Because, like, she's not going to take it seriously, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to spoil it for you. If Foodie Beauty had the ability to actually take things seriously and actually look after herself, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Like everyone was saying, until I can... I'm new here, I'm learning the healthcare system,
You're not new here, you've been here a full year.
I'm trying to find help for my eating issues and...
Yeah, but you've been here for a full year, and you also didn't try and find help in Canada, which you lived in for 37 years. You didn't try and find help. So, I'm new here, I'm trying to find help and support. No, you're not. You're not. This is the weird storyline. Maybe Canada would have been better for the 37 years you were there when you had free healthcare. Maybe you should have done that instead of coming here. Like, the only thing I'm curious about is if she has to pay for it. Because if she has to pay for it, there's no fucking chance of her doing it.
Stuff like that as well. So I'll keep you guys posted with that.
I literally don't care, bro.
This is a 6-inch...
Thanks. I'll keep you up to date with my struggles. By the way, this is a 6-inch sub. Alright, bro. Go pet some more fucking camels.
Chicken teriyaki.
It doesn't look... No, it's not chicken teriyaki. What the fuck are you talking about? When has chicken teriyaki ever been white? Like, when's chicken teriyaki ever been white? I love chicken teriyaki. That's not chicken teriyaki.
Parmesan oregano bread. Lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Where's the teriyaki sauce?
Southwest sauce.
I literally... Bro, I don't care.
Black olives.
She's describing this like she's describing a porn film. Say, oh, it's got double penetration, it's got triple fisting. It's like, bro, you're describing it like the porn tags on a fucking hentai or something like that. Like, bro, I don't care what's in the subway. You shouldn't be telling us. You shouldn't be sitting here monetizing this. If this is real, you shouldn't be sitting here monetizing this, describing it as like feeder material for whoever it is. It's like, guys, if you really like rant stressing, I got you covered in this sub. It's okay. Nothing else. Just nothing. Just straight. There you go, guys. Just sit there. Just look at this for a while. Just fucking look at this for a fucking while.
So I'm not trolling with this.
I'm not trolling. Okay. Just trying to talk around her fucking subway. I'm not trolling, guys.
Video.
Are you
I'm
not?
actually being very transparent.
No, you're not.
I'm showing how I struggle to
not eat 2 subways.
stay on track most times.
Bro, you've literally been pretending that you've been on track for the past 5 or 6 days. Like, what are you talking about? She's pretending she's been on track for her 30-hour water fasts and all of her other fasts and shit like that, and she's been doing great. Like, the only time she said, like, she was off track was she had an orange once and one of those ramen things. That was it. That's all she had the entire time, guys. Apart from that, she's been super on track. I was like, bro, this is like ordered in food. Go to the cupboard now and show me the salad food. Go and show me the salad chalky bars and drinks and stuff like that. Which suspicious you are drinking. You are drinking the pomegranate juice that you bought for salad that you said you wouldn't be tempted by, guys. Oh, so suspicious that it's fucking here and you're drinking it. Can we not? This is so lame.
I'm having trouble, like, being able to be consistent with eating super clean. I feel...
You haven't, bro, you haven't eaten super clean at all this entire fucking time. You're not being... I'm struggling to be consistent. You haven't done it at all. It's not even like it's an issue with consistency. You haven't even done it once correctly. You're eating keto with carbs. You're eating a diabetic meal with high sugars in it. You're cutting down your sodium, and the next thing you're showing is nothing but salt and a massive like jar of Himalayan salt that you're apparently putting on. And people are saying in my comment section apparently has a higher salt content than normal salt. You know, everything is a failure. It's not a consistent. She is being consistent. That is the problem. She is consistently shit. She is consistently shit at every form of dieting.
Like starving.
I'm starving.
No,
you're not starving. This is the big problem like these fucking like morbidly obese people have, is that they all do this. It's like when she was talking about the sweet potatoes, like, guys, I need to eat this sweet potato because I can't eat those like watery vegetables because then half an hour later I'll be hungry again. And it's like, bro, you'd be hungry no matter what the fucking... If you ate a 14-inch fucking pizza, half an hour later you'd be hungry again because you're 500 pounds. You're super morbidly obese. That's why you're that. Because you're eating when you're not actually hungry. Because you don't know when you're hungry. That's why everyone says, for this kind of shit, pick like 4 small meals throughout the day. Pick set times and eat them during those set times. You don't have to go, I'm going to wait until see if I'm hungry. You're always hungry. That's why you're this fucking size. Because you have no willpower. It's like, remember that time I was joking around when I was recording a video? And at the start of it, like 10 minutes in, I was like, I'm hungry. I was joking around about that, saying, guys, I'm going to have to stop this because my stomach hurts, my head hurts because I'm so hungry. That shit. I recorded the 2 videos in a row. I edited it, I put it on to render. And by that point, I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even eat because I wasn't hungry anymore at that point. You know, and I don't have 450 pounds of fat to use as an energy store. Like, that's just how normal people are. You might get hungry and feel a bit hungry, but if you do something for fucking 15 minutes to distract yourself, you aren't hungry anymore because I didn't need to eat at that point.
Clean food is obviously not... doesn't satisfy anything. Except for health, which is it should be.
What? Doesn't satisfy anything. Well, except health, I guess. It does satisfy you. It is food. It is nutritious. It fills you up. You just don't feel like you're full because you like eating so much, because eating is your coping mechanism. The fact that the fact that you don't even recognize that this is her issue after 38, 39 years, however the fuck old she is the reason why she keeps feeling, because she doesn't even know what her problem is.
So I need to learn how to cope, and I can't right now.
But you can, you're just choosing not to. Like, I realize it's simple as that. Like, I need to learn how to cope. No, you just need to cope. You don't need to learn how to cope. You just need to cope. You just need to get willpower. That's it, isn't it? This isn't like an overly complicated thing. It's like you have nothing in your life. It's been the whole, like, I'm keeping all of my life private. I said it's because you have nothing in your life, bro. Because she has nothing in her fucking life. This is why I say this is just like feeder shit. She is just getting it all over herself, like smearing sauce all over her fucking self. She has picked deliberately the most feedery shit that she can fucking get, and you're just sitting going like, bro, am I meant to be feeling sorry for you when you're like smearing sauce all over your fucking face and being as dirty an eater as possible? Do you see her little smile there? Did you see her little smile there as she got that to wipe herself? She's loving this. This is why she's like, I'm not drooling. I'm struggling. No, you're having a fucking great time. This is you just monetizing it. This is your troll bait to try and get attention. Like, it's not interesting, bro. I'm sorry. It's just really, it's not interesting when you're so blatant with it.
And I find since having high blood sugar, I'm so ravenous all the time.
Since having high blood sugar, bro, you've had high blood sugar for years. Since I got it, she makes it sound like she got it last week. Like, she makes it sound like she became pregnant or something like that. Like, it's like, oh, last week when I got high blood sugar, ever since then I've been having cravings. It's like, bro, you're 450 pounds for a reason. Because you're always hungry and you eat all the fucking time. It's not like, it's a sudden new thing, guys.
My obsession with food.
Oh my god, it has been nearly a full minute of her just eating, so I'm thankful we finally got words again. Never mind. Oh my god! Oh, hi! It was like a minute straight of eating, and she finally said something. And I was like, my god! It's just there's a bite again. This is why I prefer the camel videos, because these fucking mukbangs are just like, oh my god, I just have to cut around so much.
The chunks of chicken here are so huge. It has been going on since I'm a child.
Oh god, is this like the sympathy bait episode? Is this like the bit at the start of 600 Pound Life where they start talking about where the trouble started? Which is, like, I'm just saying, it's always the least interesting bit of 600 Pound Life, because near enough they're all, like, very similar stories. You know, it's just not overly interesting. It's a bit, when I have it pre-recorded, I just skip through, because I'm just like, I get you. I can already tell you everything you're about to tell me here. Yeah, it doesn't really get the sympathy going. My biggest issue is, okay, and I always know, I'm fully aware, I always sound like an absolute bastard, because I kind of am a wee bit of a one, but I'm not as big a bastard as I come across, probably, because whilst I get it, and I can be sympathetic, especially to, like, young people, Foodie's, like, 40, she's nearly 40, you know, you're at the point where you're like, bro, you've been an adult for a very long time, you've just chosen to not in any way fix yourself for 20 plus years of your life. So, like, when you're sitting there as an adult who's been an adult far longer than you've been, like, a child or a teenager, and you're just not choosing to fix yourself or help yourself in any way, and then you're trying to, like, tie it back to, well, something happened to me when I was a child, it's like, bro, you've had a lot of time to fix it, so I'm not going to feel sorry for you when you at 40 you're sitting going, like, see, I had a hard childhood. It's like, yeah, you might have. I'm not going to take it away from you. But you've chosen not to do anything about it, and now you expect me to feel sorry for you because you've got yourself into this mess. And it's like, bro, nah, I'm sorry, just nah. You really should have worked on it. You really should have, like, done something to try and fix yourself. My sympathy for you lasted until you're, like, maybe 25, and then after 25, I have no sympathy left.
From a very young age, McDonald's is, like, ingrained.
I'm gonna have to try and piece together this fucking sentence, because holy shit, we were seriously getting like one word at a time between bites.
Happy Meal. The toys. When I was a kid, the toys was Fraggle Rock.
Oh my god, the evil Western McDonald's ruined her.
But for a long time, my mom was a single mom, and she had to work or, you know, go to school.
Just so you know, every awkward jump cut that has happened is not my fault. It's me trying to piece together this fucking sentence.
She was young. And I had to be left with a lot with my grandmother on my dad's side. My grandparents on my dad's side are both dead. My grandfather on my dad's side was morbidly obese.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. I really don't care. I'm gonna skip till she says something interesting because, like the sentence is not worth the effort I know I'm going to have to do to edit it together. Because like I said, it is every word she's taking a bite, and I'm sitting here just staring, going like I don't, bro. I speed it up here. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck that your mom worked a lot. And your fucking granddad was fat. I don't think I could even pretend to give a shit. And knowing that I have to piece together that fucking sentence, I just, it's not worth it for me. So I'll skip that she says something that's actually interesting. And not just her, like, creating an excuse for why she is not responsible for what she is now. Which is one of the biggest reasons why, like I said earlier on, when you get to past like 25, I stop feeling sorry for you for the issues you had as a child, because by that point I feel like you really should have already been working at them and trying to take control of your life. When you're now like 40 and you're trying to say, well, shit happened to me like 35 years ago, and because of that I'm not responsible for all my bad actions and what I am right now. That doesn't fly with me. As someone considerably younger than her, that shit does not fly with me.
She used to have me go in her closet and grab her a pack from her carton. Players Light was the brand. I never liked going in that room. Her room was dark and cold and felt haunted. And it didn't help that when
I'm just jumping in here quickly just to say, like, this is just like a nonsense story. Like, we're 9 minutes in and there's been nothing, and it's just like, my granny, she smoked, and sometimes she would ask me to get the cigarettes from the pack for her. I didn't like that room because there were ghosts in there. And it's like, bro, see that, like, you're not trolling, you're struggling. We're now getting like a fucking nonsense story about how your granny had a haunted bedroom or some bullshit like that. Like, what is this meant to be? Like, what am I actually meant to be feeling sorry for you here? It's why you should think of your lies and your weird stories ahead of time, instead of just like this weird shit where she's just like fumbling for something to talk about why it's not her fault that she's a big fat fatty. He's a big fat fatty.
Okay, so this is the second sandwich. It's the meat feast with...
Is this the second sandwich? Fucking hell. Like I said, it is like the Pornhub tags. Like, really nothing at all even close to interesting in that entire story. Like I said with the 600-pound light thing, like usually you can kind of tell where those goes. This was like that, but if they asked someone to tell like the most boring story, because it's like, I hung around at my granny's house, and she would give me this type of food, and I like that food, and yeah, that was it. There was literally nothing else to the entire story. She was just talking about she remembered her granny used to make her a certain type of like pudding or cheese sandwich or something like that, and she liked it. And it's just like, okay, cool, bro. That's something, I guess. You used to have a cheese sandwich. That's fucking really, whew. God, I'm fascinated by this.
Pickles, with pickles, black olives.
Oh, you boys like it?
Extra mayo, salt, pepper.
Oh my god.
And oil and vinegar.
And oil and vinegar?
Oregano. It's kind of like their version of...
And also there's just constant... Like, the worst thing she's ever had is a crisp, because crisps is like loads of them and she can quickly eat them. So every other word was just her putting a crisp in her mouth every single time she spoke, and it was torture. Like I said, it's not interesting enough for me to even try to, like, edit out all the really awkward, loud crunches and everything like that to try and form her sentence, because it would literally be like every other word is a new cut.
The cold cut trio, but it's like beef products, so it has roast beef, pepperoni, salami, but it's made with a different animal, except for besides it.
It's made with raccoon. It's made with a different animal. Okay, good description.
Pig, obviously, because...
Did she seriously just stick her finger into the fucking sandwich? Jesus fucking Christ.
Islam country?
'Cause Islam country? Fucking hell. Islam. 'Cause Islam country. Jesus Christ. That's... What a way to put... What, English major, she has a way with words.
They put so much pickles.
Remember, this is like the woman, like, I'm cutting in quickly to say, this is the woman who is, like, talking about her struggles with food, and I'm not trolling, I'm struggling right now, I'm trying to find ways to cope. And, oh, so many pickles. Like, yeah, like this is why it's just, like, so not even close to being serious, and why, like, I just don't even... I'm not even, like, pretending to think this is real or anything like that, because it's just so silly. It's so fake. It's like, okay, bro, cool. Too many pickles. Tell me again about your cope.
I feel like it's impossible to overcome. I feel, like, defeated.
Oh, we finally get to the clickbait moment. Like, her story is to tell us how far back her obsession with food goes, and it literally was just like, I remember having, like, pudding in my granny's house. I remember my granda giving me Werther's Originals. That doesn't mean I'm fucking obsessed with food. Just to show how far it goes back, guys. I remember my granny once gave me a cheese sandwich. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, really? My friend's mom made me cheese on toast once as well. Oh my god, me and Chantal were basically the same. Like, what? It's just, like, for her, this being her big dramatic thing that she uses, like, as the opening singer for the episode to try and get you hooked. Nothing she said before this warrants this, like, I feel like there's no hope, and I'm defeated already, because my granny once gave me pudding or something, I guess, maybe, and there was, like, one of her fucking bedrooms was haunted, and there were, like, cigarettes, or something like that, I don't know.
I don't like eating subs or sandwiches without chips.
There's been nothing else. Like, it's where it all began. There's been absolutely nothing about where this began. Like, anything. There's been nothing. It's like I said, it's like, I went into this really expecting this to be like the 600-pound life thing, where they're, like, kind of explaining what caused them, some major traumas that happened in their life that caused them to become like this, and all that kind of stuff. But for her, there's literally nothing. It's like, I remember my granny used to give me pudding. Yeah, that's pretty much my entire story. And then ever since the second sub came in, which is so weird that I'm doing like a BC and AD kind of thing, but it's like fucking before second sub and after second sub. But it's ever since then, it has just been her talking about. I had a dream one night where I was walking along, and there's lots of takeouts. Yeah, I like sandwiches. Do you guys like sandwiches? Do you think a footlong is too big? Could you guys do that? Do you think you guys could eat a footlong? I was like, oh my god, this is such obvious fetish shit. Like, wow, holy shit. Like, fuck, you're making it, like, way too obvious. Also, she's filthy, but, like, guess to be expected. Yeah, really, really. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what are we meant to feel here? I'm saying, pretending this is real. What are we meant to feel here? Are we meant to feel, like, sad for her? Are we meant to, like, understand her better in this? When she's, like, just doing a video, like, which is full of very obvious fetish material, where she's monetizing her health condition, and then sitting going, like, I like chips. Do you like chips? I like pickles. I was like, yeah, bro, I guess. I guess I like chips. What?
I want to be transparent when it comes with battling this. And to show that there's going to be a lot of times like this. It's the reality of it.
That's probably, like, the least, like I said, pretending this is real. It's probably the least healthy thing I've ever heard. Where she's like, I'm being transparent. I don't want to lie to you guys that I had this. It's like, what the video comes across to you like you're gloating because of, like, all the additional extra shit that's, like, thrown in there. It feels nearly like gloating. It's basically being like, and just so you know, there's gonna be lots of this coming. And she's like, what's happened? Like, what has actually happened to cause this? Is she, like, worried? Oh shit, my view count just started to slip again. People aren't really interested in the diabetes story. Like, people were interested to start, and it's kind of slipped again, so I'm going to have to do a failure thing here. Oh, my feeders, like, they really weren't interested in the type of food I was eating. Oh shit, I'm going to have to... Don't worry, guys, there's plenty of this stuff coming in the future. I'm going to fail my diet so often, ooh-woo, which is, like, the most unhealthy way to look at a diet. Like I said, if you're looking at this pretend to be real, what are we meant to be getting from these statements?
Alright, guys. I will see you after. I'll have a vlog out maybe later letting you know how the doctor's visits go.
Wouldn't you, like, not eat this? Wouldn't you eat this on the way back from the doctor's or something like that? It seems so weird that you couldn't even, like, wait till after the doctor's visit to... Like, this is what I'm saying. Is she trying to, like, increase her blood sugars right before she goes to the doctor's appointment? Is she trying to increase her weight before she goes? Like, what's the purpose of having this right before the doctor's appointment? Like, if she's literally just about to leave for the doctor's appointment, what is the point in having this? It would make more sense she's having this on the way back. So I was stressed at the doctor's appointment. Some nonsense like that. It would make more sense. It just seems like weird that she's doing it beforehand, you know?
Dr. Visit goes. And yeah, thanks for having lunch with me.
Thanks for having lunch with me. Okay, we still doing that storyline? Okay.
Trust me, I know.
Do you? Do you?
Tell me.
Do you?
But thanks for listening to my story.
What story? My granny gave me some pudding. Ah, God, one for the ages, that one. What story?
Some of it.
What story? Some of it. Hint, hint, guys. More coming in the future. I'll explain why I'm like I am. It's not just as simple as my granny gave me pudding one time. Terrible. Fucking god-awful. Let's go straight to the doctor's appointment, I guess. Okay, guys, this is getting diagnosed. Diagnosed? Yeah, okay. I don't know why. Maybe because I looked at it in like all capital letters. It just looked weird to me. There's getting diagnosed in Q8, going to a doctor in Q8. Like, I'm not even like interested or excited or anything like that because it's like everything else has been so bad so far. But we're out of the house, I guess. Maybe this is going to be a bit more interesting. So let's go. Or are we going to get like a minute straight of like padding footage first? Oh, are we? Are we actually going to? Because if we're... Oh, no, it's not that long. Okay. I was really worried there for a second. Waiting room. Internal medicine. Thanks for really... fucking letting me know that it's like an episode of House. I'm glad to know what part of the hospital I'm in. Like, what? Oh, we're just gonna sit here and just look around this for a minute. Blood collection female. You know what? I guess it probably is a direct translation, whatever that says, but blood collection female just sounds so ominous. Hi. Drinking water so I can pee in a cup. You're diabetic. You probably piss 17 times a day. Ah, wow. Oh, wow. Crazy. Oh, this is why I say, like, what are we meant to feel when watching this nonsense? Like, is this meant to be real? Is this meant to be silly? Like, is this meant to be fake? Are her veins so bad they had to... Why is the... Oh my god, are her veins so bad that they had to take it from there? When I was in hospital, for anyone who doesn't know, I was in hospital last year. Like, really, really serious, nearly died, all the fun stuff in the world. And I had blood taken so often that they ended up stopping being able to use certain my veins. And they started having to take it from, like kind of like back of the hand. They had to do it, like, right on the front of the wrist, which is very sore. The back of the hand was pretty sore as well. But if she had to give blood and they had to take her from there, it implies that they couldn't get veins in her arms. Which is, I know, a problem for, like, the super morbidly obese. But in Kuwait, it's one of the most obese populations in the world. Do you think they'd be well-trained in that by this point? Which implies that she is so hard to get blood from. They had to get blood from the back of her hand. That's fucking crazy, bro. Oh my god, this is so crazy. This is why I say, what are we meant to feel here? This is so cringe. Are you too? Yep, just keep filming. Oh my god, she's so round.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video.
Oh god, I'm so glad we're just right back here. We're not still in the doctor's office.
This video is going to be my experience at the doctor's.
Wow.
I said I was going to get checked out.
I said I was going, so I guess I had to.
What's it called? Is it HbA? Is it A1C?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have my blood work results.
I don't know. You're the one who just went to the doctor's, bro. You should be telling me that.
In this video for you coming soon. So I'll tell you my experience.
I have it coming soon, guys. Oh my god, I can't believe she's actually clickbaiting her medical results.
In detail, how it went, how much it cost.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
And then I'll show you my results.
Oh my god, get to the fucking point.
We went pretty early in the day, and now
I don't give a shit what time you went at. I went. It was about I don't know, half one-ish. Bro, like, I get it. You're really trying to pad out this video because you want as many ads as possible. But holy shit,
you can choose private healthcare. There's so many private healthcare hospitals clinics here, and there's also some hospitals. I think like a couple hospitals or clinics that are just for Kuwaiti people, the Kuwaiti population, and then there's public sector.
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
We prefer, nothing against the public sector hospitals, but we prefer to go private and just pay the money. Like when you go private, you pay out of pocket. Like I might look into,
yeah, no shit,
because the health insurance here covers.
but you probably had to go private because you're not a resident. That's why you had to go private, because public, I'm assuming, is just for resident. I don't know. I'm just saying this. I have no idea if this is true or not. But surely it must be because you're not a resident. So that's why you'd have to go private. Wouldn't that make more sense? Does that make sense to everyone? Or am I just like making this up?
The public sector, like the healthcare you get here as an expat, but the level of healthcare is just different in a private sector. And being from Canada, private healthcare is not something we really had access to. It was mostly public. So I
guarantee there's private healthcare in Canada. There's private healthcare in the UK, and the UK has the NHS, which is the most famous like public sector healthcares in the world. So I'm pretty sure you had access to it, bro.
Like hospitals and that. So yeah. So I went to a private clinic, and it ended up costing a total of 44 KD. I think 44, 47. I'll have to check, and I'll put the conversion here
so
somewhere.
Not overly expensive then.
Roughly. Not too bad, you know, for a blood test. And I'll tell you what else I got. So, okay, so we arrived there maybe around.
Oh my god! I don't give a shit.
And
I don't care.
I had been fasting, and
sure, bro. You literally. She just showed the subway thing where she was saying she's about to go to the doctor's. So is this yet another day away?
I get to the counter and I tell the lady, you know, what I need to. I said I'm kind of dizzy because I was, and
why?
I've been testing my blood sugars and they've been really high. So she said, okay, well we have a doctor here.
Honest to God, I'm pretty sure you didn't just show up there and let them know at the counter this is what you're here for. Like, if it's private, you definitely had to make an appointment. So I don't get what's with all this additional fucking story that just comes across as nonsense. I'm pretty sure you would have had to tell them ahead of time and made an appointment to go there. Not just show up at the counter and say, like you make it sound like you went to A&E. You know? I'm also sure that you walked in there and they just assumed you had diabetes.
Specializes in diabetes and things like that, and it's the internal medicine doctor. So
okay.
The consultation with the doctor cost 7 KD, and then we went up to the level where the doctor was, and we were seen pretty much almost immediately.
So
there was not really any wait at this clinic, which is really awesome.
Yeah, because you made an appointment and went there. That's why there's no fucking wait, bro. It's a private clinic that you made an appointment for, because it's not going to be a fucking wait. It's not A&E.
Which I find is the case with private clinics. The wait is a lot less. So,
no shit. Oh, she's fucking stupid. I seem to find it when you pay for it and you show up for your appointment that they see you straight away. It's not like A&E where you sit there for hours. Like, no, really, bro?
The doctor was really nice, really, really nice. And he had a nurse there, and they took my blood pressure. Now, this is something I find a little unbelievable, because my blood pressure has never been this low. I was like, you know, they used a really big cuff.
Bro, literally like 3 or 4 vlogs ago, you were talking about how when you tried to start your diet, you were worried because your blood pressure shot up immensely. Like, can we not do this thing now? This is why I say I just don't believe anything she said. It's why I wasn't overly interested in this, because we're just kind of taking her word for shit. And it's like, oh, my blood pressure's being really good. It's like, I literally remember you complaining about your blood pressure like 3 videos ago.
Me about my history. Another thing I find that doctors tend to do more in a private clinic. I don't know, but
I'm just gonna jump in here to say I'm probably gonna skip a lot of this when it's just like pointless information, like her saying, so I sat down, we had a wee chat, we were discussing my previous health, and also they decided to spend time talking to me, which is very interesting for private clinics. I seem to find this a lot. I said, yeah, it's a private clinic, no fucking shit. And so if it's just like sitting there just talking about the private clinic experience, which is so uninteresting, I'm just gonna skip until we get actual information, because so far there's been nothing here.
So I will insert the blood work here, the results of the test and that was requested in the results. I'm going to blur out private information, obviously, but here you go.
What the fuck? Censored? Well, if it's just your name or something like that, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why anything would be censored, you know, because, well, I'm to put it bluntly, what is this? What are we looking at here? Is this just a piece of paper with a bunch of stuff on it? Like, I don't really like to be one of those like super conspiracy theory people. I like to joke around about it and like pretend for like a bit of comedic sense during these videos. But generally, I try to like avoid like actual conspiracy theories, like when it comes to like actual medical issues and stuff like that. Like I did that with Boogie when he came out with cancer. I pretty much came out and said I don't believe him, but I you know, have no reason to like have you have evidence that he's lying or anything like that. I was just like, whatever, you know, like I don't believe him, but fuck, whatever, who cares? If he has cancer, I hope he gets better. If he doesn't, whatever, you know. This is just like a sheet. I could print this off and like just tick some random shit, you know. Like I'm assuming she's gonna go through it and tell us what everything means of what, because right now it's just some censored shit. You know, if it's her name, like why aren't we seeing her name? We know what her name is, so why would that be censored? You know? So like this is just a sheet. I could just print off the sheet and just like randomly just tick shit, you know? Food panel? Maybe they should tick that. That seems important. Check out her anti-sperms. It's like the Antichrist. This is just something, I guess, as well. I don't know what like any of this is. I'm not really medically inclined, so it means nothing to me, bro. Yep, that's something as well. So she got 23.9. How the fuck did that get so high? Wasn't it 11.9 last time? Why is that so high? Sorry, I said it before. I feel like she had, because the way she described it, she made it sound like she was having those subs right before she went to the doctors. And I felt like it was her trying to push her level up to make it look as bad as possible. Because suddenly it's like 23.9, which is like super high. Like I said, she was getting readings of 11.9 previously. Are we just going to keep going? Oh, her meal B is that, which, okay. Well, there's this, which is that, I guess.
I also had to do a urine sample. Like,
okay.
You know, like pee in the little cup thing.
It came out like syrup.
And then we had to wait about an hour, and the results were in just shy of an hour. Wow. So we took them back to the doctor after going to the lab. It was all in the same clinic, which is nice. Took them back to the lab, to the doctor, who saw us right away, looked at the results. You know, pancreas, liver, everything he said was fine.
Except it's pate in there, but you know, it's all right.
A1C was 10, so
I don't know what that means.
I think 10.1, so that's pretty high. I have to get that down. So they did diagnose me with diabetes.
Whoa, really?
Even though I knew, because my blood sugar levels were so high. Okay. And then there's this thing here. It's like MALB, M-A-L-B, which is something in the urine. Apparently, the normal range is like 0 to 20. But mine was like 92.
It's just one of those things. I'm just sitting listening to her talk about this stuff because I don't really have much of because like when she comes out with the breaking news of guys I have diabetes, it's like, well, fuck, no shit, bro. But it's just like, okay, you're just saying stuff and you don't even seem to say this thing's got like MALB or something, which is like, I don't know, something, and it's like if you don't know what it is, what the fuck are you telling me for? Like, why am I meant to know?
So this, he said, had to do with something being in the urine that has to do with eating way too much salt. So,
but your blood pressure's fine, even though high salt gives you blood pressure, but your blood pressure was fine. This is what I don't buy. This is why I don't buy anything she's telling me here, because it's just like, this contradicts what you just said about your fucking blood pressure. Like, what?
Salt in certain foods. So, immediately after that, he told me to eliminate certain foods, and you guys are going to be keto people, are going to be, keto lovers are not going to want to believe this, but this doctor told me to not eat any eggs, red meat, cut that out. Okay. Eat mostly fish, chicken, and vegetarian. Like, you know, mostly vegetables.
Okay. Firstly, are you aware that does not stop being keto? Are you aware that does not mean like it's like chicken and fish is like perfectly fine for keto as well? You keto lovers aren't going to be happy with this. And then she describes a keto diet as like, bro, I don't see what the problem is. The biggest problem with you with keto is that you can't follow it and you just don't stick to it.
Like this much, he showed me with the hands, like this much vegetables on your plate, this much for your palm. So you do your palm.
No, bro, is she seriously explaining to us like how to do portion sizes? We don't need to know this. You need to know this. And you have known this forever, because like children learn this shit. You're the one who just decides not to do it. Like that's a you problem, not a me problem here, bro.
This thing with your palm, it shows you how much rice you can eat. So this plus a half of this. So yeah, I can eat that much
Fascinating,
rice.
bro.
Which I know you guys are gonna be like, what? It raises your glycemic index. I guess mixing it with the vegetables, which have a lot of fiber, kind of slow down the spike of sugar. I don't know, but what can I say?
I don't know, guys. You were at the doctor's office. Maybe you should have asked the doctor this. I don't know why you're here explaining it and you have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Maybe you should just ask the doctor when you're in the doctor's office about the shit the doctor was telling you. You don't know the doctor you're talking to. Maybe you should have asked him about it instead of coming back and being like, I don't know what he said, guys. I don't know why he was telling me to do this.
Hey, I went to a doctor and this is what he told me. Chicken, fish. He wants me to eat fish 3 times a week.
Okay.
Some chicken and vegetarian meals, like maybe beans, stuff like that. Because he doesn't believe in like something. He likes like lower fat food. So like,
okay.
Basically, I have to eat very bland. He said because like the salt level and things, I have to be very very careful because this can lead to my kidney. My kidneys were fine now.
Just one kidney.
This in your urine can lead to kidney problems down the line from eating way too much sodium.
Surprising.
Plus, being diabetic can definitely damage your kidneys. So,
wow, surprising.
So basically, he just, yeah, I said, okay, what about like, because I asked him at first, like, how should I be eating, you know, for this? Because, should I be eating keto, like very low carb? And he said, no, like really right away, like, no, don't do keto. It's very unhealthy. And
sure.
I was like, oh, okay. So
yeah, I believe this conversation entirely that this medical professional said, no, keto's a really bad idea. You should definitely just keep eating as you're going. I'm sorry, I don't buy this. I think it's just like people were laughing at her because she can't do keto, right? So now she's trying to be like, oh, well, I was never even trying to do keto because keto's actually bad, guys. It's just that it feels like that more so than this being a real sentence.
I want you to eat between 7 and 9 a.m. for breakfast. Never skip breakfast. Noon to around 12 to 1 for.
This is gonna be the hardest thing for her. It's not even gonna be I've skipped so much there because it was literally nothing. Don't do keto, but still do low carb, but good carb, but high protein, but low fat. You know, kind of like okay, just kind of all of it. So she didn't really ask any follow up questions. So she really doesn't have any idea what's happening. He gave her some insulin. She says it didn't work though. It didn't reduce her blood sugar whatsoever. She just has to be careful and sort out her eating. But like the regiment's going to be the hardest thing for her is she has to eat, like, you know, make sure you eat your breakfast between this time and your lunch. There's no way she's going to do that because she sits up all night like watching videos on her and angry commenting at people. There's just no way she's going to do it.
Dinner no later than 8 p.m. Like finish all your eating by 8 p.m. or so. And then don't eat again until the next day.
Fascinating, bro.
So after my lunch I just didn't I slept for a while and didn't feel like, you know, cooking anything, and now it's like kind of too late, so I have to wait till the morning. So my blood sugar when I tested it,
she looks like fucking miserable this time. Like she's just been yawning a lot. She has big bags under her eyes. Like I'm kind of confused because she does just seem like really fucking drained, and I don't really get why. Like it just seems so weird that she is like so beaten up and drained by this. Like, I don't know what time it is. I'm assuming it's after 8 p.m., like she said. But, like, was the doctor's appointment early enough in the day that she had to get up early and she couldn't stick to her usual sleeping schedule? But she came back and had a nap. So, why does she seem so, like, fucking, like, beaten down?
Like, maybe an hour ago. And it's, like, maybe 11 at night. It was 2:39. Like...
39?
The same. Now, insulin takes a while to work, right? I mean, it's not just one injection. I don't know. So
well, insulin must have worked because it's 239, but it was like 400 and something. It's 414 in the doctor's office. So if it's 239 now, then it does seem like it worked because that's quite a reduction.
Maybe what I had for dinner, I don't know. For lunch, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're slipping up here, bro. You're slipping up already. What I had for dinner, I mean lunch, because I did not have dinner because I'm not allowed dinner. Okay, bro, 100%. I do love even that. Just like, well, I guess I missed my time to eat dinner, so I just have to wait till tomorrow. It's like, bro, you're the one who like couldn't like handle dieting for a couple of days, so you're like constantly cheating.
But maybe my pancreas is just damaged, and I'm eventually going to need to be on insulin. I don't know. I hope not. But I have to go back on Monday for a follow-up, and I have to record my blood sugars before I go. You know, he put me on, my medication's in the other room.
Oh my god.
On, like,
how do you not remember
like,
anything?
Sort of like metformin, but it's not. It's like a mix of diabetic drugs. It's tablets.
Okay.
And he put me on some kind of other pill that's gonna like...
What's going on here? I just noticed that. What is going on here with this bit of flesh?
It's like a blood pressure pill.
What is that? Like, has she got a scabies or something like that? Why has she got a weird scab there suddenly?
He said sort of just like a just in case kind of thing for the It's supposed to like help with the sodium level in my urine. I don't know how, but
Okay.
anyway.
Maybe you should have asked him. He's a doctor. Like, it's why it's been really uninteresting, because it's like, I went to doctors, they confirm I have diabetes. It's like, yeah, bro, no shit, 100%. But also, there's like something, like, in my urine, like Malb or something. It's like, something, and it like might like damage my kidneys or something, and I'm not really sure. And I got medication, and it's meant to be something, but I'm not really like, sure. It's like really uninteresting, because if this is real, because if those documents you've shown us is real, and this is all, you know, all actually happening, like, this just is a shining example of why, like, Foodie Beauty is just like terrible at looking after herself, because this is where we're at, is her just sitting there unable to cope, like, whatsoever with, like, anything, unable to look after herself. She can't even, like, ask a question to the doctor when she's in the office with him. So she comes back and makes a YouTube video where she comes across like a fucking idiot and has no idea what she's talking about her own medical condition she was just in the doctor's office about. Okay, I'm just gonna skip, because the last 4 minutes off of her repeatedly going like, yep, so yeah, that's it pretty much. I'm just trying to think of ways to extend the video. Just repeating herself over and over and over, and fuck me, it was just like so incredibly repetitive about how she's finally going to take control of her health, because she's, you know, getting on with her age, but while she's still young, she wants to do so many things, so she's going to try and really fix it, and how she won't cheat now because she feels really bad about cheating after being told this information, even though literally the video before this was her cheating right before she went to the doctor's office. Which, like I said, it kind of feels suspicious. It feels like she was deliberately, because she even mentions like, oh, I can't believe I had that sub with all those salty meats in it. And it's like, I didn't even think about the salt in the meats. Like, it's like, it feels like she just did that, because she's still claiming, oh, that was me after having fasted for so long. I was like, bro, in the other video, you made it sound like you were getting ready to go to the doctors and you were having those subs. So I feel like she was trying to make her results as bad as possible. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy, but that's what I feel about this. She also randomly goes like, I know people are going to berate the doctor for telling me not to have keto. I was like, what? Bro, it's so weird. It really feels like she is going so hard on the keto thing, more than anyone else. I've seen lots of people saying she shouldn't do keto because apparently keto is bad for people with diabetes. But it feels so weird that she keeps talking about the keto thing and how the doctor's so anti-keto. And it just feels like it's the same with Amber. I made the joke ages ago when she was starting keto. The reason why people like her and Boogie and Amber all hate keto is because keto is not a fun one. And it's very difficult, but it's very effective. And they all irrationally hate keto because keto is very effective, but it's actually hard to do. It's not an easy one to do. Like other diets where it's just like Weight Watchers, where it's like you have the point system and stuff like that, and we can still have chocolate. Keto is just like, no, bro, you can't do this, this, and this. You know, keto is like actually difficult to do, and they all hate it because of that. And so many people keep telling you should do keto because if you do keto, it actually will work and lose weight. I feel like she tried keto, realized it was difficult, basically didn't do keto because she still kept having carbs, and then decided, oh, keto's bad, keto doesn't work. Well, my doctor agrees to me keto's bad. It just feels like that's what she's doing here, because it's so weird she keeps going on about the keto thing. Really, really poor video. It didn't tell us anything new. It was like, oh, she had diabetes. Yeah, she has a high salt level in her urine. I'm sure some people will probably be interested in that, but it's like, bro, you're literally here telling me you're unhealthy, and I'm like, yeah, I can see you. I have eyes. Thanks. Yeah, really bad. God, I can't believe the camel video and the fucking video of her in the flood was just so much more fun than this. So much more interesting than this, because I just don't care about this stuff. It's just like so clickbaity, so fake. It's like monetizing her eating, her mental health, her poor physical health, everything I got. It's just like kind of cringe, because you're not going to get sympathy from me when you're trying to monetize this shit. So that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.